waking up, just making a coffee, and straight away I am hit with questions from people, well, some of my American friends, who are curious to know about day one of Britain being independent. As they put it down, #Brexit. But from what I saw in the last couple of hours, let's just say, look, yikes.
Jamie's Blog.
Good morning, interwebians. It is another interesting day here, and I don't know you can see it. I had a good night's sleep. Didn't get much sleep at all last night. My brain just did not shut off. I ended up staying up for most of the night. But now, sharing the news more and more about what's been happening in the UK since this vote for referendum from the Europe. And already there's a lot of stuff happening. For starters, a few minutes after the vote was officially made to leave, we had Mr. David Cameron, our Prime Minister, announcing what he did was a cock-up. He's working hard to see what he can do, but as of October, he's going out. Yep, he has resigned from office. He thought what he was doing was a good idea, thinking, you know what, let's see if we can get this referendum doing. And straight away, the Brits gave their answer. So, he's thinking it would be better off that a new captain was to run this ship into a new era. So he will be leaving in October. Apparently, the pound has dropped drastically within the market and around the world. So banks around the world are running frantically trying to catch up and deal with this, because this has not dropped. The last time it dropped drastically like this was back in 1985. So, you know, I was just checking to see, and I was like, to be honest, next, like a paycheck, just one paycheck, what's that, if it keeps on going, I can most probably pay off the rest of my student debt with just a giggle, a smile, and a cup of tea. No, that was another thing people were kind of curious about, was what does this mean now to the UK? You know, I'm not 100% sure. You know, I haven't been catching up with the politics or getting the full information about what's going on, and I know a lot of people will be having more information than me, that may be more popular than me, in which, to be honest, that's fine. I'm totally fine with that. But from what I've heard, it means a more independent Britain, and that, you know, let's see, for legal immigrants would be seeing a bit of a push. Sure, okay, there may be more job opportunities in the UK, but a lot of businesses and companies in which associate with Britain, so stuff like in Europe and stuff, slowly pulling out. And like I said, my brain's just slowly waking up, and just getting all this news now, it's like, ugh. And if I was to tell you the God honest truth about this Brexit and the information on what the pros and cons are to the Brexit, I know the only person that has more information than me about it would be him. Well, not really more information, but
I absolutely
like,
do
I don't
not.
know.
No, absolutely not.
Well, not information about pros and cons to the Brexit. If they leave, what would it mean for us? If they stay, what would it mean? This, that, and the other. But you got more information about what's been happening and stuff. I already said about how the banks worldwide have been.
They're in a panic mode for sure.
Yeah, we've panicked. It is now in. Oh, what the shit. And another thing, I think some people now are deciding, because they didn't vote on the information that they were given. They voted just to vent out their anger of Europe, and they wanted their voice to be heard to Europe to say, hey look, we're gonna vote leave, and they didn't know that we'd actually up and leave. So some people now are in a bit of a... Anyway, it's just waking up with coffee now. I'm just going through this, dealing with the news and with everything that's going on with the EU. Like I said, just people that just ask me straight away, oh my god, what's happening with the EU? Talk about it. I'm like, honestly, it's just, I haven't been keeping up with it. I've only just been told little bits and stuff. I don't know the full facts, but with everything that's been happening now after the leave vote and stuff, after this Brexit, it's just basically been pushed to, the consequences of the actions that people have did to vote leave. They thought, oh, this is going to be good, this is going to be great. And they're slowly feeling the ripple effects. They threw their stones in, and now it's gone from ripples into waves. Won't be surprised if anytime soon it's going to go into tidal waves and tsunamis with what's been happening. And a couple of things I double checked. I like how certain politicians, like Farage, saying, "Oh, for this, referendum, we're gonna try and get $350 million back into the NHS, being our health service, every week." And then this one retracting the statement, saying, "Nope, I never said that. I never made that statement whatsoever." It's all about, and other politicians just doing this. They said one thing and then they're pulled out and they just cowered in fear. And it's just, it is quite a bit of a messed up morning, and I don't know, I'm just so... No, here we go, this is what I got down. Farage starts the morning by retracting the $350 million or 350 million pound per week to the NHS claim, even though it's on the side of the bus. Daniel Hannan then retracts the claim that leaving the EU will reduce immigration. No, it won't, because, no matter what, immigrations can still walk across the border and say, hello, nice place you got here. Cup of tea, please, milk, 2 sugars. £100 billion has already been wiped off the pensions, ISCs, etc. invested in the FTSE. Like I said, the pound suffers the currency drop, as well as the Prime Minister resigning without mapping out a plan for implementing the results of the referendum. And here's another one as well. Scotland have announced as well, since 2014, when they said, what was it? If we would be taken out of the euro by our own will, then we'll be looking at putting the referendum back on the table. And here's the thing, a good hell of a majority of the stay vote came from Scotland, and they were all in to stay with the euro and stuff, but apparently a lot of the leave came from England and, God forbid, Wales. So they've decided to put down their leave to try and join the euro again. And here's another thing as well I had to giggle at, was that, well, for the leave, it was if we wanted to go back into the euro, it would take, I think it was 26 countries in the euro to unanimously say, yeah, alright, you can come back in. But I wonder how they would actually take it. Anyway, cup of coffee and then go about my day. Okay guys, gonna call it a night. It is late. Sleepy pill taken. That was the last of my sleepy pill. So sleepy time junction awaits. So thanks guys for watching today's video. Hopefully you've enjoyed it, and if you have and you like what you saw, don't forget to like and subscribe. And we shall see you tomorrow for a brand spanking day, and hopefully it will be better than the rest. So until then, take it easy guys.